Hey y'all, welcome back. It's TVO Designs, also known as I am Tamika Hicks on all social media platforms. This video is, I'm looking around because I'm multitasking right now. But anyway, we're going to get this video out today. So this is, I guess you could say, a continuation of making the shorts. So I did a video talking about how I planned on making shorts for my daughter this summer. And I have like a few knits that I want to use. However, this is like some scraps of one that I had for a long time. And I actually used it to make my daughter a reversible jacket. Anyway, the rest of it, I am determined to cut this fabric up and make this pair of pants because I don't want to throw it away and I really didn't see anything else I can use it with. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use my pattern pieces. I won't be doing any of them on the fold because, again, the way that the scrap is, I want to ensure that I'm able to cut all four of the pieces, like the front and the back, on both legs. So I'm going to have to do them individually. That's why I didn't make my pattern for a fold. However, you can make one to do a fold if you don't want a seam on the side. But anyway, this video is going to show you how I cut them out. I'll come back later and share how I stitch them together. Okay. Okay, as you can see, those are my two patterns. And get my camera a little adjusted. Yeah, okay. I like that a little better. But anyway, that is, I'm just showing you like the front and the back pattern at this time. And this is my fabric. Ain't it cute, girl? It's like a little tie-dye situation. So yeah. And she really loved this pattern. She actually picked it out for her jacket. As you can see, I took my pieces and I went ahead and folded the waistband. So for this one, I'm going to take it and I put a couple things down to weigh it down so it doesn't shift while I'm cutting. And I'm going to cut it, and the fabric, the good part of the fabric is going to be facing upward, as you can see. And I do have a little bit of overage on the side. I'm not worried about that because when I cut it, more than likely that's going to come off with my serger. Or when I decide to line it up with the other piece that's going to be in front of it, it'll be fine. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and cut the bottom. That way you can see the full leg of the pattern. And I'm just trying to see how I can do it from where I'm standing without, yeah. So the way my pattern is cut, I'm going to add at least 1 inch to the bottom of it, even though I know my pattern is pretty good alone. But I'm going to add that, and my pattern does look a little slanted. So we're making a decent pant size, not no booty shorts. So that's what we got going on. And so I'm going to move on to the next piece. So my next piece, I'm going to basically do the same thing. And this is showing the pattern. The most important part of the process is when you're cutting your front pieces. As you can see, I'm going to end up turning good sides together. We need two of the same patterns. However, they have to be facing in the right direction, if that makes sense. So normally when you're cutting fabrics on the fold, you're able to do this so much easier. But this is an important step for you not to forget. So I'm just going to turn these in the same direction. And because I already have that part cut out, I'm just going to go ahead and use that as my template because basically I already have it, cut out, and I can cut it out evenly. At this point, even more even than the pattern. Okay. And I'm just going to even the side out because that was a little pointy. But we just going to even it out. And yeah. So now that I've finished that side, I put the entire piece to the side. And so this is my other piece, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did for that one. So as you can see, I have the fabric, and I'm going to make sure it's on the stretchy side. And the stretch, of course, you want it to go from side to side. That way you don't have to struggle. Unless you got a four-way stretch, you okay. But if it's only a two-way, yeah, you want to make sure it's going from side to side. I remember so much fabric I messed up when I first started because I didn't have it turned the right way. But anyway, yeah, so as you can see, I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And if I'm not mistaken, the first one that I cut was probably the back, and then I cut the front next. So I did that strategically because I cut the back because the back is a little bit bigger than the front of your shorts normally because normally if you got back, the back of your shorts bigger. But anyway, so I did that to make sure that I wouldn't run out of fabric. So as you can see, I'm just going around the sides. Okay, we got those pieces cut, and that is that side. So we're gonna set them to the side with the other two pieces, and I put them together with the paper. That way I don't get them mixed up. And as you can see, I have it folded. And her waistband for this project, I have at 30 inches. I'm gonna grab my fabric, make sure it's on the stretchy side, 3 inches in height. And so of course I'm gonna end up making that 6 Y'all see by 30. I'm gonna leave it at the 30. My goodness. When I tell because the fabric is very stretchy. Really so that way I don't have to worry about it being too wide around the waist or anything like that. Okay. So time to make I begin by folding it in half the best way I can along the stretch because it's just so many moving parts on this piece of fabric. And I want to lay it out as flat as possible. And I get my measuring tape and I start measuring. So again, I go for the height, it's going to be 6 inches. I'm going to give myself 7 inches. That way I have a little bit to play with when it comes to sewing. And, some of that is going to go into that. But anyway, so my width, I'm going to leave at 15. So that's basically 15 times 2. That's the 30 inches. And I'm going to start cutting. Okay, and once I cut this band out, and that's going to conclude the video on how I cut out the pieces for the shorts that I have made with my pattern. So I hope to see you guys soon when I decide to put these pieces together.